Chosen one, listen very carefully, because this message is not random. If you're seeing this video under this exact title, understand something. God is revealing a secret that has been hidden from you for a long time. There is a blessing, a provision, a breakthrough that already has your name written on it. People may not know it, but in the spiritual realm, a hidden bank account, a divine resource, has been assigned to you. This is not about luck. This is God's plan unfolding. You've struggled silently, you've waited patiently, and you kept moving even when your spirit was tired. And now, God is whispering, get ready. What was kept away from you is about to be placed in your hands. Something big is coming, something that will shock you and everyone who doubted your journey. But before this message unfolds, you must connect yourself with this divine frequency. First, like this video. Then comment, "Thank you, God, for choosing me." And finally, send your signal to the universe by subscribing. Your blessing has already been signed. Now align yourself to receive it. God has already assigned something with your name on it. When God decides to give you something, He prepares it long before you even know about it. Many times in life, you feel like nothing is happening, like your prayers are stuck somewhere, like everything is slow. But the truth is, the blessing is already created. It's already written in the spiritual world, just waiting for the right moment to reach you. Think of it like a bank account being opened in your name without you even being there. Your signature is missing, but the account is ready, the file is complete, and the amount has already been deposited. You just haven't reached the counter yet. This is exactly how your destiny works. You may feel like doors are closed, chances are not coming, and people are leaving your life. But God has been preparing something quietly. He puts your name on certain opportunities, and once your name is written, no one else can touch it. Even if someone tries to take your place, it won't work, because what is meant for you cannot be transferred to someone else. This is why sometimes you see things slipping away from other people and landing in your hands unexpectedly. It's not luck, it's not coincidence. It's because your name was on it before anyone else even saw it. Sometimes you get pushed out of situations you thought were good for you. You feel rejected, ignored, or blocked, and you wonder, why is this happening to me? But later, when you look back, you realize God was protecting you from the wrong path, the wrong people, or the wrong timing. It's like He gently closed the door and said, "Not this one. I have something better for you." You don't understand it in the moment, but everything makes sense eventually. God doesn't let you sit in places that don't belong to you. If He removes you from somewhere, it means He has prepared a different position that matches your future. There are blessings that need maturity. There are blessings that need the right emotional state. There are blessings that need the right people around you. God waits until you're ready, so that when the blessing arrives, you can handle it, protect it, and grow with it. He won't give you something that would break you. So He prepares you first, then reveals the blessing. And the most beautiful part, God never forgets your name. Even when you feel lost, even when no one supports you, even when you think life is stuck, God is working silently. Your file is on His table. Your blessing is not lost. It is not cancelled. It is not delayed. It is simply waiting for the perfect moment. One day, everything will suddenly make sense. You'll realize that every delay, every rejection, every closed door was actually leading you to the blessing that already had your name written on it from the beginning. You were never empty. You were being prepared to receive what was always yours. Your delays were actually protection. There are moments in life when you sit alone and wonder, why is everything taking so long for me? You see other people moving ahead, getting opportunities, finding relationships, earning money, and living the life you thought you would have by now. And naturally, you start questioning yourself. You think maybe you're unlucky, maybe God forgot you, or maybe something is wrong with you. But slowly, life shows you the truth. You are not being punished. You are being protected. Sometimes, God holds things back because He knows what you don't. He sees people's intentions long before you do. He sees the traps, the jealousy, the fake love, the hidden agendas, all the things your eyes can't see yet. If He had allowed your blessing to come early, the wrong people would have stood next to you when it arrived. They would have used you, drained you, or taken credit for what was yours. So God slowed things down, not to hurt you, but to clear your surroundings. Think about your past, the relationships you wanted to work so badly but didn't. At the time, it felt painful. You felt rejected or abandoned. But now, when you look back, you realize that if you had stayed with that person, you would have never grown, never found peace, and never discovered your worth. God removed them because they would have ruined the future He prepared for you. That delay was a shield, not a punishment. The same goes for money and opportunities. You might have been confused when jobs didn't work out, when businesses failed, or when financial doors closed. But God knew you were not emotionally ready. If the money came too soon, you would have wasted it. If the opportunity arrived too early, you would have shared it with people who clapped for you publicly but hated you privately. God waited until your heart matured, until your judgment improved, until you learned who is real and who is fake. Delays also happen because blessings require preparation. Just like a seed takes time to become a tree, your blessings need time to grow strong enough to last. If God gave you everything at once, it would fade just as fast. But when He prepares you, shapes you, strengthens you, and builds your character, your blessing becomes permanent. You learn how to handle success with wisdom, not fear. You learn how to protect your peace, not lose it. And slowly, when you grow into the person who can handle the next level, things start moving. Doors open, opportunities appear, support comes, and life feels lighter. Not because the blessing suddenly came, but because you finally became ready for it. So the truth is simple. Your delay was never a denial. It was God looking out for you. It was divine timing, making sure your blessing arrives when you can truly enjoy it, protect it, and grow with it, without losing yourself. Your pain was deposited as future blessings. In life, you often go through moments that break you from the inside. Nights when you cry quietly, days when everything feels heavy, and situations that make you question your worth. At that time, it's impossible to understand why things are happening the way they are. But what you don't realize is that nothing you went through was wasted. Every painful moment became a seed that God planted for your future. Every tear became a deposit. Every heartbreak became a record. And every time you kept going, even when you wanted to give up, that became your spiritual investment. You might think pain only destroys, but in the spiritual world, pain builds. It builds strength, patience, wisdom, and clarity. When you cried, thinking nobody saw you, God saw. When you suffered silently thinking no one cared, God cared. He collected those moments one by one, like drops in a bucket, and He stored them for the right time. You didn't know it, but your struggle was not just a phase. It was preparation. The situations that hurt you were shaping you. The people who left you were clearing space. The disappointments you faced were redirecting your path. Think of your life like a divine bank. You kept depositing your brokenness, your loyalty, your honesty, your hard work, and your faith, even when everything looked hopeless. You didn't quit. You didn't turn bitter. You didn't lose your heart. These things matter. God counts what people ignore. Humans see your failures, but God sees your endurance. Humans see your mistakes, but God sees your intentions. Every time you held yourself together, even when you felt shattered, that became a spiritual currency. And slow by slow, these deposits began to grow. Your patience made you wiser. Your heartbreaks made you kinder. Your disappointments made you more aware. Your losses made you stronger. God was building your character quietly, so when the blessing arrives, nobody can snatch it from your hands. Pain didn't break you. Pain trained you. It taught you who to trust, how to protect your peace, and how to listen to your inner voice. These lessons are more valuable than anything money can buy. Now, when God looks at your journey, He doesn't see a wounded person. He sees someone who deserves restoration. Someone who didn't give up, even when life was unfair. Someone who stayed humble, even when others mistreated them. And that is why the blessings coming your way are not small. They are big, deep, and meaningful, because they are built on the foundation of everything you survived. Your spiritual bank account is full because your struggle filled it. Your blessings are coming because your pain paid for them. The losses you faced were not the end of your story. They were the investment God used to open a new chapter. And now the time has come for those deposits to be returned to you, multiplied, transformed, and filled with purpose. What broke you is about to bless you. What hurt you is about to heal you. And what you lost is coming back in a way that will surprise even you. You were chosen for favor others cannot understand. There are times in life when you look at yourself and wonder, why am I so different from everyone around me? You don't fit in the way others do. You don't enjoy the same kind of noise, drama, or crowd that everyone else seems comfortable with. You think deeply, feel deeply, and live with a sense of purpose even when you don't fully understand it. This difference is not random. It's not a weakness. It's a sign that you were chosen for a life that many people cannot understand. Most people only see the surface. They saw your losses, your struggles, your silence, and your loneliness, and they assumed you were failing. They didn't know that behind all of that, God was writing a completely different story for you. They didn't know you had a spiritual contract, something written between you and God long before you were born. This contract promised that your life would look different, that your journey would be unique, and that your blessings would come in unexpected ways. This is why God kept you separate from certain people. You may have felt left out or ignored, but that separation was actually divine protection. God didn't want your spirit mixed with people who carried jealousy, negativity, or selfish intentions. He didn't want your heart damaged by those who couldn't value your kindness. So He pulled you away, little by little, even when you didn't understand why. It wasn't rejection, it was selection. Being chosen means being prepared differently. While others were out partying or wasting time, you were facing situations that forced you to grow stronger. While they learned lessons slowly, you learned them through pain, silence, and inner battles. You were shaped in a way that made you wise beyond your age. God took you through a path that looked lonely, but was filled with purpose. He wasn't punishing you. He was building you. People around you will never understand why favor follows you. They won't understand how opportunities open for you out of nowhere. They won't understand why you keep rising even after falling so many times. They won't understand your resilience, your strength, or your peace, because they only saw the storms. They never saw the strength God was giving you through those storms. When you're chosen, your journey doesn't look normal. Your blessings don't look normal. Your rise doesn't look normal. Because God doesn't treat you like everyone else. He sets you apart so that when the moment comes, the glory shines brighter. The isolation you experienced was the quiet workshop where God was preparing your future. Now, the season of hiding is ending. The reason you were separated will soon make sense. God is bringing you into a phase where the favor on your life will be visible, undeniable, and unstoppable. You were chosen, not to fit in, but to stand out, not to follow, but to lead, not to blend, but to shine. What felt like loneliness was actually preparation, and what is coming next will reveal why God chose you long before anyone else understood your worth. A financial shift is being activated in your life. There comes a moment in life when things start changing silently, even before you notice it. The energy around you becomes different. New ideas enter your mind, new people show up, and doors you never imagined begin to open. This is exactly what happens when God activates a financial shift in your life. It's like a hidden bank account that has been waiting for the right time to release what is yours. For years you felt stuck, stressed, confused, and tired of dealing with money problems. But now, that chapter is closing because God has decided it's your turn to rise. A financial shift doesn't always start with big money. Sometimes it starts with small signs, like a new job call, someone offering help, a sudden opportunity kicking in, or a plan working out that always failed before. These small moments are spiritual signals that something bigger is on the way. They show you that God is opening a path that was blocked earlier. You may not see the full picture yet, but the direction is changing. And once direction changes, destiny also moves with it. There were times when money slipped out of your hands, no matter how hard you worked. You saved, but something unexpected would happen. You planned, but things would break down. You tried to move ahead, but life kept pulling you back. Those struggles were not punishments. They were part of your preparation. God was teaching you how to manage money, how to control your emotions, how to stay humble, and how to recognize the right opportunities. Now that you have learned those lessons, He is ready to trust you with more. A financial shift also brings confidence. You suddenly stop panicking about every little expense. You feel calmer about the future. You start believing that things will improve, even without proof. That inner peace is not random. It's a spiritual confirmation that God is sending resources your way. Before the money appears in your hand, God puts peace in your heart. That peace is your first blessing. As this shift unfolds, you'll notice unexpected approvals. Maybe a loan gets cleared, a payment arrives on time, a client says yes, or someone recommends you when you least expect it. These are not coincidences. These are the results of the blessings that were stored for you, finally being released. God is putting your name in places where your feet haven't walked yet. You are entering a time where you won't have to struggle for every little thing. You won't have to choose between survival and dreams. The constant lack that drained you emotionally is ending. The fear of, "How will I manage?" is being replaced with the confidence of God will provide. You are stepping into a season where money will not control you. you will control it. Where you won't just live day to day, you will build, grow, and rise. This financial shift is not luck. It is not magic. It is God deciding that your season of lack is over. You have been faithful in the storm. Now He is ready to reward you in the sunshine. Your time to rise has finally come. God is sending the right people into your life. There comes a time in life when you suddenly start noticing changes in your circle. People you once trusted begin to drift away. Conversations become lighter. Connections feel weaker, and the ones you thought would stay forever start fading into the background. It can feel confusing. It can feel lonely. But what you don't realize in that moment is that God is cleaning your path. He is removing the people who cannot go with you into your next chapter. Not because they are bad, but because they are not meant for the future He is preparing for you. Every blessing has a circle attached to it. Some people are only meant for your old life, not your new one. Some hearts cannot handle your growth. Some minds cannot support your dreams. Some energies will drain you instead of lifting you. So God quietly separates you from those who are only temporary. He allows distance, misunderstandings, or silence to fall in place. Not to hurt you, but to protect the blessing coming your way. And once the old connections start falling apart, you begin to see new faces, new energies, and new support entering your life. These people don't come to take from you. They come to add value. They come with clarity, peace, kindness, and genuine intentions. They don't force themselves into your life, but their presence feels natural, safe, and comforting. This is how you know they are sent by God. These new people will recognize your worth without you having to shout or prove anything. They will understand your potential without jealousy. They will celebrate your growth, not fear it. They will guide you without controlling you. These are destiny helpers, people whose paths are tied to your elevation. Sometimes they give you opportunities, sometimes they give you advice, and sometimes they simply give you emotional support. But in every way, they help you rise. God knows you cannot walk into your new season alone. Every great blessing requires the right team, the right friends, the right emotional environment. So He sends people who lift your spirit rather than drain your energy. People who remind you of your purpose, not your fears. People who help you stay focused, not distracted. People who see the light in you, even when you feel dim inside. You'll also notice that these new connections feel different. They come with honesty, peace, and respect. There is no chaos, no confusion, no mixed signals, and no heavy energy. Talking to them feels easy. Trusting them feels natural. And being around them feels healing. This is how you know God handpicked them for your journey. As these new people enter your life, you'll start realizing why God removed certain individuals from your past. If they had stayed, they would have blocked your growth, damaged your confidence, or slowed down your destiny. The people coming now are aligned with your future, not your past. Your circle is shifting because your life is shifting. Your blessing requires the right energy, the right support, and the right relationships. God is sending those people now, one by one, because your next chapter is too big for you to walk alone. Your spirit is feeling the change before your eyes can see it. Sometimes your life doesn't look any different on the outside, but something inside you starts to shift quietly. You feel a calm you can't explain, a hope that comes out of nowhere, or a confidence that surprises even you. That soft inner voice, that peaceful silence, that sudden sense of something good is coming. It's not just your imagination playing tricks on you, It's a sign. It's a spiritual notification from God that your life is about to move in a new direction. Before anything big happens in the physical world, God always prepares your spirit first. It's like receiving a message before the delivery reaches your door. You may not see the blessing yet, but your spirit can already feel it approaching. Your emotions become lighter. Your thoughts become clearer. Your heart feels safe, even when nothing around you has changed. This is God's way of saying, "Get ready. I am working on something for you." This inner shift is very special because it doesn't depend on your situation. You might still have problems. You might still be waiting for answers. You might still be unsure about the future. But inside, you feel calm. That calmness is not normal. It's divine. It's God settling your heart before He settles your life. It's Him giving you peace before He gives you the blessing. Peace always arrives before the miracle. Your intuition also becomes stronger during this time. You start sensing things without any logical reason. You feel that a new chapter is about to open. You get small signs. Your sleep feels different. Your mind feels clearer. Your heart feels lighter. You may not be able to explain it to anyone, but you know deep down that change is coming. This knowing is spiritual, not mental. Your soul is always the first to receive the message. Another beautiful part is that fears begin to lose their power. Earlier, small problems would stress you out. But now, even big challenges don't shake you like before. You feel grounded, steady, and protected. This shift in your spirit means that God is strengthening you for what is ahead. He is aligning your energy with the blessing you're about to receive. He is preparing you emotionally so that when the miracle appears, you are ready to accept it without doubt or fear. You may also notice that you feel disconnected from old habits, old worries, or old relationships. This happens because your spirit is rising to a new level, while your old life is fading away. When God upgrades your spirit, everything that doesn't match your future naturally falls away. You don't need to force anything. The shift happens on its own. And the most powerful part, when your spirit feels ready, it means the blessing has already been released. It is already on its way. Your soul senses what your eyes cannot see yet. This is why your intuition feels louder. This is why your heart feels lighter. This is why peace is sitting quietly inside you. Your spirit is letting you know that the miracle has started moving toward you. Trust that feeling. It is not random. It is not accidental. It is confirmation that God is preparing to reveal what you've been waiting for. Your spirit knows the good news before your mind does. And soon, your eyes will see what your heart has already believed. A door you thought was closed is opening. Again. In life, there are dreams you once held close to your heart, but eventually let go of because nothing seemed to work. Maybe it was a job you prayed for, a plan you worked hard on, a relationship you wished would survive, or a dream that felt too big for your current reality. At some point, you told yourself, maybe it wasn't meant for me, and slowly, you turned away from it. But what you didn't realize is that God didn't let you abandon that dream. He was simply protecting it until the time was right. When God closes a door, it's not always rejection. Sometimes it's redirection. Sometimes the timing wasn't right. Sometimes you weren't ready. Sometimes the situation needed more growth, more clarity, or more wisdom. And sometimes God had to remove certain people or distractions before He could bring the blessing back into your life. What you saw as an ending was actually a pause, a temporary shutdown for a future upgrade. Now the season is shifting, and that door you thought was permanently locked is slowly unlocking again. Not in the same old way, but in a brand new, stronger, and more stable form. What once felt lost is being returned to you, but with more blessings attached. That opportunity that slipped away is circling back. That idea you let go of is becoming alive again. That dream you buried is rising with more power than before. You may start feeling sudden interest in something you once gave up on. Or you may receive unexpected messages, chances, or reminders connected to your old dream. These are not coincidences. These are signs that God is reopening what He once protected. He is saying, now you are ready. Now the timing is right. Now you can handle what I am about to give you. You are also different now. You are wiser, calmer, stronger, and more aware. If the door had opened earlier, you might have misused the chance, trusted the wrong person, or walked into the situation without clarity. But now, after all the lessons, heartbreaks, delays, and growth, you are stepping into this opportunity with maturity. What once scared you no longer controls you. What once confused you now looks simple. You are entering this new chapter with authority, not fear. Everything that fell apart earlier will make sense now. The delays, the breakups, the failures, the disappointments, all of them prepared you for this new opening. You didn't lose what you loved. God was saving it, reshaping it, and preparing it in a way that matches who you have become today. This door reopening is not random. It is personal. It is part of your destiny. And this time, you will not walk through it as the old version of yourself. You will walk through it as someone stronger, wiser, and more confident. What is coming back into your life is not the same old opportunity. It is a transformed one, ready to support your future, not your past. You're stepping into a chapter that seemed impossible before, but now God is making it real. The door you thought was closed forever is opening again, and this time it will stay open. This is your season to receive, not chase. There are phases in life where no matter how hard you try, nothing moves. You push, you pray, you plan, you work, yet everything feels stuck. You chase opportunities, but they slip away. You try to convince people, but they don't support you. You run behind dreams, but they seem far. For a long time, your life may have felt like that. Always trying, always hoping, always waiting. But now, something is changing. This is not the season where you chase blessings. This is the season where blessings chase you. God is shifting your energy from effort to ease. You are entering a time where things that once required pressure will now come to you naturally. You won't have to run after people to see your worth. The right people will recognize you instantly. You won't have to force situations. They will align by themselves. You won't have to beg for chances. Doors will open on their own. This season is about receiving what has already been prepared for you. Blessings that took years are now starting to move toward you. Opportunities that felt distant are coming closer. Paths that were blocked are clearing without you having to push. It's not because life suddenly became easier. It's because God decided that your time has finally arrived. When God says enough struggle, everything around you starts rearranging. You may start noticing unexpected things, random calls that bring good news, people who want to help you without any benefit, offers that find you without you searching. These are signs that your spiritual atmosphere has changed. You are now walking in divine alignment, not human effort. What was hidden is being released. What was stored is being delivered. What was stuck is being unlocked. For a long time, you lived in survival mode, planning every step, worrying about every outcome, carrying all responsibilities on your shoulders. But this season is different. This is the season where God lifts the weight off your back and places the blessing directly into your hands. You will receive support you didn't ask for, guidance you didn't expect, and breakthroughs you didn't chase. You'll also notice something. Your heart feels lighter. Your mind feels calmer. Your fear is decreasing. Your hope is rising. This inner peace is the preparation for what's coming. God always fixes your spirit before He fixes your situation. That quiet confidence you feel is not random. It's the signal that blessings are close. This is not the season where you run behind life. This is the season where life finally runs toward you. Everything you lost, everything you waited for, everything you cried about, it's returning in a better form. The hidden bank account God prepared for you long ago is being opened, and the blessing inside it is being transferred to your life, step by step. You spent years chasing. Now it's time to receive. You spent years surviving. Now it's time to rise. What is coming your way will not require struggle. It will require readiness. Your season of overflow has begun.